The entire west side is rapidly fogging up now. So you can see him using that right shoulder, slowing down a little bit at least, just trying to get around all of this rush hour traffic. It's been a while since we've seen a really serious pursuit through very heavy traffic like this, and it's a really nerve-wracking situation for everybody involved. And in this situation, it's actually
Mustang driver hits police patrol car, flees from authorities on Los Angeles freeways. Los Angeles. Wild chase through Los Angeles on Highway 91 in Gardena. Authorities say they initially responded to a report of a robbery at a Target in Camarillo. At that point, authorities say the suspect hit a police patrol car and an hour-long chase ensued. The suspect then veered onto freeways and weaved in and out of rush hour traffic in a desperate attempt to escape. The suspect then fled in a bright yellow Mustang on Highway 101 in the San Fernando Valley. The suspect then crossed onto the 405 and made it to Westchester in a short time. During that time, the suspect drove on the side of the freeway and recklessly crossed lanes. At one point, the suspect exited the freeway and veered dangerously through a residential neighborhood in Inglewood with a motorcycle officer following closely behind. The pursuit ended around 5 p.m. Friday when the Mustang's rear tire began to come apart and the suspect was forced to flee with a flat tire. The suspect eventually surrendered on Highway 91 in the Gardena area. The driver and passengers were arrested.
Does sound like LAPD is trying to get in position right through a red light there, right through cross traffic, and a near miss right there as he sped through that intersection. Now coming up on Century Boulevard, a left turn, going eastbound on Century Boulevard, driving much more aggressively as he feels some pressure. Apparently that LAPD ship is right overhead, and he is well aware of that helicopter. I got to tell you, he has dramatically increased his speed here just in the last few seconds, speeding through that intersection, now making that wild left turn, and once again, we're seeing him do much higher speeds. I got to remind everybody here, when we first picked up this pursuit, he was really booking it down on 104th Street. Yeah, now this is hard stopping here, going through this parking lot here with units in tow here as he does a circle around the shopping plaza, now coming back on Lenox Boulevard to answer your question. That was a close call right there, really close call, inches away from colliding with that car. That motor unit, again, keeping up with him as he continues up Hawthorne Boulevard. To answer your question really quick, I could tell you that we don't know whether he has randomly ended up in this neighborhood, but law enforcement does know. I understand that they do have an accurate plate and registration for this vehicle. They believe they know where this suspect resides. At least that's the information that they're operating with. So they do have the luxury of knowing where the suspect lives. We will see how that affects their decision making here. Look at him pulling into that turn lane and those CHP units, what their next move is going to be. Look at this officer getting out of the vehicle for some reason. This is interesting. Haven't seen this. Not clear what he knows that we don't know. But that officer now out of his vehicle, and I don't know if something is wrong with the patrol car or what's going on here. Somebody, okay. So somebody, yeah, these are people walking through traffic, washing windows. This guy is stuck at the intersection of Hawthorne Boulevard and 111th Street at a red light with heavy traffic. CHP a few hundred feet back here, basically holding their position, waiting for the light to turn. The light is turned. People are turning. Let's see if they turn with them here or what the next move is going to be. Look at him continuing through the red light, going straight through cross traffic, continuing north or southbound. Watch commander or the supervisor makes the decision to lay off a little bit and give him an opportunity to slow down. Now he's getting off the freeway here, getting off of the 105 freeway. I'm sorry, 110 freeway, excuse me, getting off the 110 freeway. Heavy traffic at this red light here. Look at that cruiser. Look at that cruiser keeping up with him, going right through traffic, splitting lanes with him as he comes up on Redondo Beach Boulevard. He's right at Redondo Beach Boulevard, and he might get right back on the freeway, just using that exit ramp to get off. Looks like that left rear tire is having real trouble. So at some point, somebody either made contact with that tire. I certainly have not observed any spike strips. I didn't see any chance of that. So at some point, he did collide with something that is now eating up that rubber, and now that left rear tire is on borrowed time. That may be the beginning of the end of this pursuit, guys. He is now southbound on the 110 freeway, off the 110 freeway, getting onto, I think, the 91 transition here. That's right. Yeah, unfortunately, he just took the westbound 91 freeway. I say that because that's where eventually, as we continue west, that marine layer is going to come into play once again here, unfortunately. So this chase has had all the elements. Okay, so he's got suspect out of the vehicle, driver's side door open, suspect out of the vehicle. We're going to come around this tree here. He is stepping away from the vehicle, now coming around the back of the vehicle, behind the Mustang, CHP in position to take that suspect into custody. He will quickly be placed into handcuffs, and it looks like they're rushing to either rushing to clear the remainder of the vehicle, or unless somebody else went running. We're going to come around this tree here to see if we can see what's going on here. But right now, they are in the process of clearing that vehicle. I don't know if anybody else was getting out. It looks like that passenger door is shut. So I believe, just judging from what we've been able to witness here, it's just the driver that is involved. He is being taken into custody. They have cleared the vehicle. Code 4. And freeway. Wow. So just a heads up, if you're making your way home, the 91 freeway coming to a complete halt here, and just off the 110, guys. You got it. Thank you, guys.